Okay, this is like my fucking 30th time recording this. If it stops again, it's case. I ordered a new SD card reader, just so that it could fucking write this shit faster, dude. Like, alright, what is up, everyone? I'm Ducky. Most of you guys are probably wondering what happened to the prophetic channel that is Evo Gaming. I took a break for like 3 years, so that's not really a break. I just gave up and, you know, stopped making videos. For a while now, I really wanted to make a music review channel because I've been inspired by Lemonhead and Black Person over here to just give my input on music, and I just kind of wanted to make this video to like dip my feet into that. So today we're doing my opinion of what the best albums of 2019 are. Hold on. Yo, I think for my thumbnail for this, I put 2018. I'm gonna kill myself if I put 2018. Where's this shit? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this will invert that or not, but that says 2018. That's kind of fucked. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this thumbnail. But yeah, we're doing the best albums of 2019 so far. As of this date, it's June 27th, so we're almost done with being halfway through the year. There hasn't been a lot of music releasing. I don't know if I'm grateful for that or I'm pissed off, because last year there was a fuck ton, especially around like towards the end of the year, where like 21 Savage, Travis, all of this new music was coming out. But yeah, to start off our list, Schoolboy Q, Crash Talk. I gave this album an 8 out of 10. I thought that it was a very well paced album, and it's not better than Blankface. Nothing's better than Blank. That album is so fucking good, but this is not better than Blankface at all. I feel like this is the album where Schoolboy Q tries his hand at like trying more creative things. You hear that song with Kid Cudi, bro? That fucking Dangerous. Crazy. Yeah, but there's songs like Dangerous, 5200, Floating. I feel like they're all songs where he's trying something new, trying something different, and I give him props for that because it really turned out to be a really good album experience. My only gripe with this album is there's just some songs that aren't as interesting as others, like Drunk, Lies. Now, this next album is either gonna give me a lot of love or a lot of hate, and it's Billie Eilish's When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Now, at the risk of sounding like an emo white bitch, this album was really fucking good. Yeah, but Billie Eilish was getting a lot of hate before making this album. Just people saying that she was an industry plant, people saying she wasn't talented, saying that she only whispered on songs and all that shit. And I feel like she really proved herself with this album, even though she didn't have to. Like, we already knew Billie Eilish was a really talented singer, even at the age that she is at. Like, she's 16. I'm as old as Billie Eilish, and I'm wanking off in a basement as to how good her album was. That's kind of fucking depressing. But yeah, this album was really good. I think songs like Bad Guy, obviously, Zanny, there was the other one, fuck, I gotta Google the track list again. You Should See Me in a Crown, Wish You Were Gay. Wish You Were Gay is actually a really fucking good song. There's just a lot of great music on this album, and I feel like she got a lot of undeserved hate for this. Alright, this next one. My boy, the ugliest rapper next to 6ix9ine, Comethazine, Bosky 2. Most of y'all don't know that Bosky 2 dropped this year. It dropped January of this year, and I made sure that that was my first fucking album on this list, because Comethazine is so fucking good, dude. Like, what he had drops just the most consistent bangers of songs, and they never go like out of song. Like, I can always listen to any Comethazine song, no matter the occasion, and I'll just want to punch somebody into childhood. Like some shit like Demar Derozan. Okay, I'm gonna chill before I get copyright strike. Bosky 2 is just, it's consistent as fuck. It's just non-stop bangers, and like, it's just good album. I mean, what, good song on good song on good song. I think the only song I don't like on that album is Hippopotamus, and like still I could bump it because it's weird as fuck and the beat slaps. just production is a highlight, and just Comethazine, please drop them. Y'all hear that snippet on Instagram where he's
my all-white Air Force Ones gotta be fresh, so I can't rock them. If we step on these, I might just fuck around and sock them.
That shit is so fire, dude. Like, Comethazine is just one of the most consistent artists of 2019. I think his XXL spot was well deserved. People don't like him, but fuck anybody that doesn't like Comethazine. Now, my next album, I have 6 favorite albums, okay? These are all of them. You got Kids See Ghosts, okay? You have Under Pressure by Logic, okay? You have Awaken by Love by Gambino, okay? You have Sire by the one and only Jaden. Rodeo by Travis Scott. And last but not least, Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. Now, this next album, Igor, I might have to add it to this motherfucking list. This is so good. I think this is the highest ranked album on my list. I ranked it at a lofty 9.5 out of 10, which is the highest score on here, yeah? Igor is just so good. Like, it's the most different, the most versatile we've seen Tyler, the Creator, and it's the most, like, perfectly crafted breakup album. Like, I tell this to everyone, Igor is the best breakup album you'll ever hear. And I think just the theme that it produces throughout of, like, looking for confirmation from somebody and then, like, having them deny you, but you end up chasing them anyways, and then they leave and it's like, I don't love you anymore. It's just a beautiful theme portrayed by someone who you wouldn't think would portray it. Tyler, the Creator, is the last person I expected to make an album like this, and he just did. That Playboi Carti verse, I'm a fucking huge Playboi Carti fan. That verse was amazing. It felt like I ascended into heaven when I heard that. The entire album is just so good. I think the best tracks are just all of them except for Exactly What You Run From. You End Up Chasing, and that's not even a song. It's a fucking 10-minute interlude of someone saying the song title. So, like, it's just overall, it's a well-crafted, well-made album, and we haven't seen anything like it in 2019. And we haven't seen anything like it within the past decade. Musically, the only thing I can compare something like Igor to is Yeezus without Guilt Trip. Fuck me, Guilt Trip was ass. Igor is just it's a refined album from Tyler, the Creator, and it's like, it completes the arc of his albums. Like, this honestly feels like his final album, coming from like Bastard, Goblin, to like Being This Creature, to albums like Wolf and Cherry Bomb, where he's like contemplating what he is, he's shifting between personas, and then Flower Boy, where he's fallen in love and he's like completely engulfed in Tyler, the Creator, and then Igor, where he just becomes Igor, he's this creature completely smitten by somebody. So it's a very good arc that he's created with his albums, and Igor is the best way to end that arc. It's the best breakup album you'll ever hear, and it's just, you won't hear anything like it ever again. Next album. I know there's a meme going around where it's like listening to female rappers in 2019. There's only one female rapper I like, and that's Megan Thee Stallion, and her album Fever is fucking amazing. It's bad though, because every time I listen to it, I feel like I'm being verbally assaulted, but it's still like really good. She's just such a threatening presence on every track that I feel like I'm about to get beat up every time I hear one of her songs. But that like feeling, like, you know that the artist is about some shit when they can make you feel like you're about to get like jumped when you're hearing their songs. And I think that is something no female artist currently has been able to achieve in my eyes. Nicki Minaj, she can talk about pulling weaves all she wants. We all know she's not doing it. Fuck Cardi B, shit trash. Rico Nasty is very talented, but I just feel like her grit is not there. She's like shifting lanes a lot. Megan Thee Stallion is like a rapper's rapper. Like, she knows how to fucking spit, and she will also run a guy down while giving him head and still rob him for his money. And I think just this album portrays how ruthless she is and just the Houston sound that she carries. The next album comes from your favorite Walmart massacre pioneer, DaBaby. His 2019 album Baby on Baby is just bangers on bangers, and once again, he's a rapper's rapper. Like, he will spit until his fucking throat collapses in on itself. He's just a very talented rapper. Like, and he's just comedic. His music videos played a lot into my enjoyment of this album. Songs like Harper Burn had an amazing music video. Also the fact that he beat the fuck out of that fat guy in the Louis Vuitton store.
He walking up on me and shit like he about to do something. What you don't do? What you taking your shit off for?
Hunt Cam Cold Heart. Hunt Cam Cold Heart. I'm the truth, nigga.
That shit is so funny. But yeah, the consistency on this album, I think some of the best songs on here are just from the baby being himself. Taking It Out, Suge became viral. I honestly hate that song now, but it's still very consistent. Going Baby is one of my favorites on this album. Pony, Deal With It's also a favorite. Babysitter's a favorite. It's a very energetic debut like album for 2019. It blew him up, and he also blew off a guy's head in a Walmart, but you know, we'll talk about that. Carrying this into our next album, Slimier by Pierre Bourne and Young Nudy, the snitch to 21 Savage himself. Slimier is the joint effort between Pierre Bourne and Young Nudy, two people made by Playboi Carti. But yeah, Slimier is a much more experimental take on Pierre Bourne's production. I love his beats. I think when Pierre Bourne touches any production software, it turns into magic, and he has the Midas touch with beats. This album is just like, Young Nudy is filler on these amazing beats by Pierre. I think Pierre doesn't get enough credit in the game today, and Slimier just really showcased how experimental Pierre can be, and he can still make good ass songs that rappers can rap over. And Young Nudy just kind of provides this like soothing background noise of like 2012 Gucci Mane just rapping about killing people in East Atlanta, and I think that they both make a really good pair on this album. And some of the best songs on here, Long Ride, which is basically just Long Time from Dial-It, Mr., Sunflower Seeds, Hot Wings, Shada, Dispatch, Black Hippie White Hipster, Swisher Backwoods. But like, out of all of them, I think Sunflower Seeds are the best. It just really showed the versatility of Pierre's production, and it kind of both showed how they're branching out from Carti and like the shadow that he has created with all that stuff that he's done. My next favorite album, a lot of you probably haven't heard of this as well, Pivot Gang, You Can't Sit With Us. This is a collective of so many people that I don't want to name any of them, but all I know is that Saba is in there. This album was just like, yeah, so it sounds like a bunch of people at a lunch table trying to out-rap each other, and I think it turns into like this very competitive nature between all of them, just trying to spit the best verse that they can. And I just feel like it turned that competition into some quality ass music, and it's just overall a really good album. My favorite track on there is the one with Smino, Bad Boys. It's a banger, and I love it. I wish more people knew it, because it's a banger, and I want to play that at a party someday and just be like, that song is just fire. But the whole album is very consistent, and as a group I felt like this was their first really big step, and all the individual artists in there have been making good music for a while. My last album, a lot of people are either gonna hate me or love me for this. It's Pierre Bourne's The Life of Pierre 4. I gave this album the second highest rating on here, which is a 9 out of 10. Pierre Bourne is just so fucking good. Ever since I heard his first song that like he made a solo, it was Mary Curie, yeah. Pierre Bourne just has fun when he's making music by himself, and he's not constricted to making a beat for Carti or making a beat for Nudy or making a beat for any other artist. He's just doing what Pierre Bourne does best, and that's making good ass beats and making good ass music. And I feel like when he's on his own, he's arguably better than Playboi Carti and Young Nudy at using his voice on a beat and just making better production, because he's not tailored to their sound anymore. He's tailored to whatever the fuck he wants to do, and when you leave one man at his own disposal, they can do so many more creative things with their own album, which is why Igor ended up being so good, because Tyler, Creator, was the one mixing, mastering, writing all of it. It was just his creative process tying into everything. So that's the same thing here with The Life of Pierre, is that it's his creative process and he's able to make a really streamlined album that's really good, really consistent. I don't think that there wasn't one song that I didn't like on this album. You just hear how much better the production quality gets between a Cardi album and a Pierre mixtape, is that Pierre is just having so much more fun. So yeah, that about wraps up this video. Hopefully you enjoy these types of music reviews. Let me know, because I might start doing reactions mixed in with them. You never know. I just don't want to get copyright striked again. But yeah, I'm just trying to try something new out here, give my take on these albums that are coming out. Just so we all know, Nav is the best rapper. Brown boy from the block, throw it up. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you all for watching.
We on board of crack, fuck a little hole in the bed. Sippin' no act, no crack. My little pint got weight. Young nigga do what he got to. I'ma die next in the mall. I'ma die late cause I got to.